Sup, Spider? Back to being quick. How you doing? Yes, I'm back. You had to be the first one. I appreciate you got the jump on it. What's up, Mal? How you doing? What's up, Yeet? How you doing? How is everybody feeling today? How's it been? Oh, isn't that a loaded question? Mr. Craptastic, Biscuit Man, Escape Convict, Himmy, Timmy, Talon, Windless Flyer, Old Soul, Twisted Shadow, Reed, Stuff Plus. What's going on, y'all? What's up, Mavy? What's up, Fishbrain? Choppa, what's good? Metal Crusader. What is happening, everybody? Polk, Sky Floaters, Mr. What's up, Mr. Alexandrio? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing all right. I thank you, Slime King, for the resub. Um, it's snowing over there. I'm jealous, dude. I wish it was snowing. I live on the West Coast, and as a snowboarder, this is like the worst season we've ever had in my life. I haven't made it up one time. We've gotten like 30 inches of snow max at like all of them. What's up, Royal? What's up, Damon? Thanks, Pranav. Appreciate it. TTS Open. Lucas, I bring terrible news. I might as well just share it. Honestly, at this point, pile it on. um, East Coast is about to die. Yeah, y'all are getting frozen. I mean, honestly, we're getting frozen to death too. It's gonna be like, well, nothing compared to like the Midwest. Like Chicago's like 0 degrees, but doing okay. A bit concerned about the current events. Yeah, you and me both. To be honest with you, trees be sploding. Trees are sploding. I thought that was the craziest thing that some like counties and governments had to put out PSAs about staying away from trees because they can explode when it gets this cold. Basically, the water in them expands until it just explodes a tree. Yeah, Twisted Shadow. Yeah, I know. What's up, Splinter? How you doing? Um, yeah, yeah. So, first of all, I want to apologize that we're not doing the Miku stream tonight. I have everything. I have the Miku cosplay. It's literally sitting next to me. I have Just Dance. It's literally across the room from me. I didn't feel right doing it, and I hope you guys can sympathize. And based on kind of everybody on the Discord poll, thank you for voting, and I appreciate you guys being understanding. It felt not right to do it today. I love being an internet clown for you guys. Genuinely, it's the best job ever. It's so much fun to come on here and do stupid shit and dress up as Princess Peach or Miku and play games and talk shit with you guys and be a clown and make funny videos. But when shit really starts to get real, it is hard to be the funny guy. And recently, I have found it increasingly difficult to find a lot of humor right now. Just with everything that's going on. Also, big happy birthday to Splinter. Everybody say happy birthday to the best mod. I'm going to start some shit if Crafty's in here. Say happy birthday to the real one who makes these streams possible. Thank you so much, Splinter. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good time with all the homies. Thanks, Mr. Mister. I appreciate it. Yeah, somebody, if you're unaware, somebody else was shot and killed by ICE today in Minneapolis. It was straight up murder. There was no car involved. He had a gun on him, but they pulled it away from him before they shot him. I also do want to apologize. The video I posted before the other angles came out. So I did put on the conspiracy hat for a little bit, but I, tried to also say that regardless of everything, it still is unjustified to all extenses. Either way, I not just in world news, but in my personal life, shit's kind of fallen apart for me. We just admitted my grandfather to hospice. So, he, who knows how much time he has left. We don't really. He's doing all right now, but, it could be tomorrow. It could be a year from now. Who knows? God, there's just a lot of shit. I'm sorry, this is not going to be a particularly fun stream. I hope he gets better. I mean, I do too, but the truth is, once you're in hospice, you don't. You know, once you go to hospice, that's it. That's the admittance of like, I'm okay with it not getting better. So there's that in my personal life, and then obviously with just everything going on. I mean, you know, I've talked about it in my videos. I've talked about it on stream before. Videos of mine are clearly getting suppressed. I'm clearly shadow banned in some capacity on multiple platforms, especially TikTok. I mean, TikTok's a goddamn nightmare right now. It's insane that I have seen more videos talking about today's events on Instagram than I have on TikTok. That's fucking mind-blowing because Mark Zuckerberg was never the one for free speech. Yeah, everybody's sick too. That adds it in. I'm sure I'm a little sick right now. Have I heard of Upscrolled? No, I have not. So I apologize. You know, today was just kind of, I'm tired. There's real shit going on, and the idea of me dressing up as Miku and dancing, I would not have had a good time. It would not have been a good stream. So I genuinely appreciate that all of the people were, that a lot of you guys are okay with us pushing that stream back. You know, I said tomorrow, but even realistically, it might just be next week. My hours are better next week, so there will be better streaming hours next week as well. So, please get all your family who can vote Democrat in the midterms. Godspeed from one of your Canadian viewers. Thanks, OG Penguin. I mean, the problem is we're at the point where voting doesn't even really work as much as it should. Yeah, I have to go on your profile to find your videos. I mean, that's, yeah, Royal Jack. Like, some of them are still breaking through, but it's insane to me that, like, you know, it's not just me. I've seen other creators talking about it. One of my mutuals, I'm going to forget his name. He's the guy who does country music that, you know, is very, very left-wing politically, like, charged. Great guy. But he also, I think his name's Brian. I think it's Brian. He posted a video recently talking about this exact same thing where he's like, some of these videos are getting, you know, 1 like for every 4 views and dying. And that doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, some of my old videos are popping off and my new shit is getting like 10,000 views, even though, like, the video I posted today, it had, I think, 1,000 reposts. It has 14,000 views. That's fucking insane. TTS is on. Can you turn it off for me, Splinter, real quick? Or actually, I can do it. Brian Andrews. Yeah. Brian Andrews. Great dude, great creator. If you haven't seen him, I suggest going and checking him out. I'll do TTS real quick. Oh, thank you. You guys turned it off. Give you a brief summary. So in Minneapolis today, there was a man who was talking shit with an ICE agent, had his phone out, was recording him, and the ICE agents proceeded to pepper spray him, put him on the ground. They found a gun in his waistband, which he never went for, never grabbed. They pulled it out and then proceeded to mag dump into him. Not 1 shot, not 2, not 3, 10. 10 bullets. Fucking murder. It was murder. Any way you look at it, it was straight up murder. How does he have only 450,000 followers but only 20 people in the live? Because I don't beg for gifts, and I don't beg for you guys to like repost and share it, and that's what TikTok Live sucks. Compared to other live platforms, TikTok Live is atrocious. But basically, ICE murdered someone in Minneapolis. That's straight up what it was. How the fuck do people still support what it's? Because there's like 3 things, right? It's you're either wildly ignorant to what's actually happening, you don't want to believe what's happening because you helped perpetuate it, or you genuinely are a vindictive bad person and you just don't give a fuck. It means you can hear my comments. I can see them. How do I deal with a friend who's trying to support Trump and says he's a good president? Dude, I don't know. That's where I'm at, man. I'm like, we've had years of this bullshit. I genuinely don't understand how people still look at this guy and go, I can support him. I genuinely don't. He's a monstrosity. He has fucking deteriorated everything he's touched. He has not had one positive redeeming quality about him. I genuinely can't find one. Like, he's good for bits. He's good for content, I guess. It's unsubscribe to that friendship. Can I ask you something? What's up, 6789? They just don't know what he's done. I mean, that's part of it, right? That's what I'm saying is, like, there's basically three reasons. You're either totally fucking oblivious and you're an idiot, you're completely ignorant and you don't want to be aware of it, or you're aware of it and you're just a bad person. You just genuinely do not care about human life, or at least whatever you deem your version of human life. Yeah. I don't know, man. And it sucks because every time I post a video now, you know, I've recently got a lot of followers in the past year. And in the past year, I focused more on comedy skits than politics because I wanted to try and have more fun, right? And be less concerned with what's currently going on. But it's gotten to a point where that's no longer a thing. So now I have a bunch of new people who did not follow me originally now following me, that every time I post something politically, I get a ton of DMs and comments going, oh, what happened, man? I thought you were funny. What, you can't just stay in your lane? I hate, like, dude, maybe I'm going to unfollow you. This shit's, you know, I'm not here for your political takes. And it drives me up a fucking wall, dude. Every fucking time. And I try so hard not to read the comments, but if you create content in any capacity, you know that's so impossible. I will admit I voted for Agent Orange. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, at least to understand you made a mistake and realize that this has gone a bad direction. I get why people voted for him. I do. I'll never blame someone for their initial vote. I get it. You were probably not privy to everything that was happening. He was whispering sweet nothings about economic relief in your ear. Maybe it was the place you grew up in. It's your family having political influence on you. It's your religion, the church you go to, your friend group that you like. I get it. What I don't get is still supporting it.
Hello there.
I get getting tricked into it. I don't get sticking with it. Like, that's what's... Yeah, Trumpster Fire was deceiving. Yeah, dude, he's like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he's not incredibly good at riling people up. That's his specialty, man. It's really getting it to. It's not even political anymore. I mean, that's where I'm at when it comes to these videos. And I feel like I said that in a video not too long ago. Like, it is so hard. And I, you know, not only myself, but mutuals, hot flex real quick. One of my newest mutuals, Scotty K Fitness, my best friend, awesome creator, right? Has always been slightly political, but never like overtly. Right? It was always kind of a subtle political. He's definitely left-leaning, but it was never like high-key going into it. Watching these creators who have nothing to do with politics and have not really had it in their you know, creative repertoire all of a sudden come out and be like, this is fucked. Shit is fucked. This is beyond horrific. You guys are fucked. Fuck this guy. Like, that should be a signal to so many people. Like, and everyone's like, oh, I hate when you get like political. Like, dude, it's no longer getting political. It's fucking, you're on the right or the wrong side at this point. Do you think there'll be a civil war? No. I mean, that's a really hard question because, I mean, civil war could be like, technically there is in Minneapolis right now. You know what I'm saying? There's an oppressive government and there are people fighting back. Technically there is, but, you know, full scale across all the states, probably not. Mutuals with Scotty, fuck it. My boy. I love Scotty. See you later, Yeet. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry this isn't a fun stream. I'm sorry we're talking about hard shit. I'm sorry I can't be the internet goofball today. It's tough. I've seen creators who've never spoken on politics start speaking on it. I mean, that's where it's driving me crazy. It's funny. I think the South Park writers said it best. So, you know, like Matt and Trey, right? The guys who make South Park. They recently were in an interview a couple months ago, and somebody was like, why is it all politics now? They're like, you guys used to be, you know, touch on politics, but for the most part, it was like media or the newest trend or stuff like that. And they were like, well, we still do that. The problem is politics has become the most important thing right now. It has become the new media. Everyone pays attention to it. He's like back in the day, like people paid attention to politics, but no one really was like heavily invested like they are nowadays. Right? I mean, nowadays it is fucking insane. See you later, Slam King. Like I'm 17, almost 18. Once I got into politics, I realized I was a fucking moron. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I was a moron at 17, 18. I'm sure I'm a moron now. I'm sure in 10 years I'll look back and I'll be like, what the fuck was this moron talking about? I miss the Pope. Also appreciate the gifts, Izzy. I'm scared I'm responsible for 2 kids. I just want my dad. Dude, that's the craziest part to me. I'm like, I'm 27. I feel like I'm 13. And I'm like waiting for an adult to come in and actually be an adult. And I'm looking around going, oh shit, I'm the adult. And it's fucking terrifying. Proud member of the Punch a Nazi Club. I mean, that's the other part that is just genuinely mind-blowing. I'm like, brother, we fought a war against these fuckers. The most American thing you can do is kill Nazis. It's the most American thing you can do. And now half of them are fucking supporting them. The same motherfuckers that thought they were putting microchips into vaccines are the same motherfuckers saying lick the boots of the fucking masked up, not labeled secret Gestapo. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Roblox update is stupid. I appreciate that. I needed to know that. Oh my God, man. Yeah, I'm very willing to debate you. All right, dude. That's why I'm moving. This place is too stressful. I mean, it's not even. If you let me, I'd be willing to debate you on this. Debate me on what, XB? I don't want to turn into a debate bro. That's not my thing either. I'm not Dean Withers. I'm not Hassan. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't like this shit. I don't like it. Flat out. I like making comedy videos. I like playing video games. I like fucking music. I like snowboarding. I don't like this shit. And I feel as somebody with a platform, it has now become a fucking responsibility to talk about this shit. Whether that's for positive or negative reasons at all. I'm not trying to be rude, but you can't come and talk about politics without being informed. What are you talking about, dude? He's not Dean. He does comedy. I'm still informed on politics. I still stay abreast on the major situations and incidences that are currently happening. I'm still aware of platforms and what people are running for. I'm still aware of stuff. Like, you don't have to have a degree in poli-sci or just focus on nothing but politics to be informed and stay informed on them. And I've always preached that. It's important for people to stay informed on these things because they do affect your life. Whether you like it or not, they do. I'm sure there are plenty of people in Minneapolis who were like, I don't give a fuck about politics up until like a month ago. And now it really matters. Maybe something easy. I mean, I don't want to go back and forth and turn this into a witch hunt. Like, if XB has like a legit point, then I'm happy to talk with you about it. I'm not going to turn into a debate, bro. I'm not going to stitch you and platform you and all of that. But I'm happy to talk about something if you want to. And the truth is, if I don't know something, I'm going to go look it up. Because that's what you should do. If you don't know something, go and fucking look it up. Oh, I farted on my grandma's breathing machine. Thank you, Goodware. I needed that. You might not care about politics, but politics really cares about you. That's the truth of it, dude. Like, that's every time someone's like, I don't care about politics, I'm like, okay. Your boss does. Your landlord does. Your grandparents do. The conglomerate that owns the grocery store you shop at cares. Like, Ranger with the fart. I love you guys just trying to give me a little cheer up. Thank you. Oh my God. Look it up. People always ask me why I'm so smart. I look shit up. What did I come back to? Just an amalgamation of everything. Wolfenstein genuinely started to look more and more real. Like, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't want to speak for like a lot of creators, but at least for some of my mutuals and some of the other creators I talk to, a lot of us are fucking depressed, dude. We don't want to do this shit. We don't want to talk about this. We don't want to have to touch on this shit. I want to make comedy videos. Oh, well, you can go do that. Yeah, but I have a conscience. I do. I have a moral backbone. So, regardless, I'm going to make some videos on this. So, I appreciate some of you guys that at least stick around for those. I'm 13 and I'm interested in politics. I'm pretty sure that's not normal, but now it is. It is. You're right. When I was 13, I didn't give a fuck about politics. Obama was the president. That's like as far as I knew. Dick Cheney shot a dude in Idaho. That was like my political know-how, you know? And nowadays it's like I meet like, you know, people that are 19 and they're like fucking invested, and it sucks that's the cultural, that's the zeitgeist, right? That's the expectation of young people is like, you have to be invested in this shit now. Yeah, so I don't know, man. If ICE is a Gestapo, then how the hell are people not being randomly killed unprompted? Brother, you have to be a troll. Did you just like not see the video today? It's, oh my fucking God. Brother, there's 3 angles. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah, I'm 14 and it's my entire For You page, sadly. And that's what sucks, man. Like, I don't want to do these videos and have a bunch of 14-year-olds have to worry about this. I want to make funny fucking videos about superheroes and in genies in a lamp, jerking off a lamp, and, you know, getting shot on Black Friday. Not getting shot in real life. That shit's, it's fucking depressing, man. Who are you? Who you got, Pats or Broncos? The Pats are going to kill them. R.I.P. Bo Nix. I'm an Oregon boy, so I love Bo Nix, but with him out, you guys are toasted. I've had multiple panic attacks going into death. Yeah, and I feel that genuinely. I really do, man. Why is it always the dumbasses in TikTok? I don't. It's again, don't feed the trolls. It's whatever. Like, I can't with my friend anymore. I get it, man. That's the crazy part, is like, this shit ends friendships. Because you start realizing, you know, people you loved and cared about might not have the same moral compass. American Idiot's now quite literally a prophecy. Brother, it was a prophecy when they wrote it. Brother, it's been a prophecy. Although seeing them, it's going to be interesting to see them at the Super Bowl. I do love that. That basically a bunch of white people were like, I can't deal with this Puerto Rican who's not American but is American singing at my Super Bowl. And then somebody was like, fuck you, we're going to get Green Day then. It's going to be... What I really want is Green Day to come out and just be horrendous towards all of that. And then Bad Bunny just put on a great show. Thank you, OG Penguin, for the bits. I'm a Canadian in high school, and I saw an insane amount of edgelord kids say how much they love Trump and wish they live in the U.S. I remember the day all my friend groups celebrated and revealed themselves in massive races. Haven't spoken to them since. I mean, it also depends on your age group, dude. I was an edgelord at like 14, 15. Everyone was. Okay, not everybody, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you're 14, 15, you know, give them a little bit of grace. It's more of the 40-year-olds that should fucking know better, right? I don't fault a kid for being a dumb kid. I do fault a fully grown adult for being a dumb, fully grown adult. You have the means to change. The child is still learning. I went to a Green Day concert and that was fun. Yeah, dude, that would be tight. The only good thing about living in Florida is that the gun laws are liberal. Hey, you guys got some nice weather. Depending on where you're at, you're close to Disney World. You know, you get some good seafood. Got a lot of good Cuban food. There you go. There are some good things about living in Florida. There's some good things living everywhere, except West Virginia. I still haven't gotten one. The Appalachians, I guess. You got some good outdoors. Just call me. Thank you. Welcome to the cult. I was a Lincoln Park skater boy edgelord. Yeah, dude. Like, again, I don't fault a 14-year-old for being a fucking stupid edgelord. I do fault the 45-year-old who clearly should know better, you know? It's the hurricanes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There are hurricanes. I forgot about that. You can mess with the swamp puppies in Florida. True. You can just own an alligator and no one fucking bats. Everyone's like, yeah, Florida. Like, there's some dope things about Florida. We had a rare L from Zoran when he said schools would stay open Monday. Why? What's supposed to happen Monday? Is that MLK? What is Monday? Monday the 26th? Or were people just expecting them to close it because of what's going on? I'm not sure. Is ICE in New York right now? I'm sure they are, but are they as heavily present as they are in Minneapolis? ICE operating in NYC. Is actively operating in NYC as of January 2026 with reports of increased enforcement, including operations in city shelters and courthouses. ICE's intensified targeting. Ew. Sanctuary City NYC sees more than a 400% spike in ICE detainees, according to the Homeland Security as of, that's July 2025. That's old. Yeah. I mean, it's, I'm not sure if I agree or disagree with Zoran on that. I can understand why keeping education in the schools open is important. You got to remember, like, for a lot of children, like, the meal they get at school is the only meal they get for the day. Like, you got to remember, like, it's some people do not have the same privilege where going to school is where you get to shower. It's where you get to eat. It's where you get, AC or you get a heater, right? It's where you get to see your friends. So, like, I can understand both sides of that argument. The biggest school snowstorm in New York since 2018. That's why school needs to be off. Nah, y'all got to go to school. Walk up hills both way in the snow like me and my friends did when we were your age. Read the comments. I'm sorry. I'm reading a lot of different comments. My schools are closed Monday, but that's because I live in Texas and there's an inch of snow. Brother, Texas shuts down for anything. You guys see like one snowflake and all of Texas shuts down. I would know. I got stuck in Texas after you guys got like an eighth of an inch of ice. The airport came to a standstill. I was like, what the fuck is this? Hey, W Texas, though. But are you reading YouTube? I am reading YouTube, Merch Jesus. There's a lot of chat going on right. Everybody's talking a lot right now. Swim through the snow. Oh, man. It's a lot right now. It's a lot. In my personal life, in the content world, in the world in general, and I'm sure for all of you guys, there's a fucking lot going on. And I am trying to remain positive through it, and I hope you are too. There are good people. There are still people that are fighting for equality and justice. There's just some really shitty people who somehow got to the helm for a little bit. I wish for a better USA. That's the craziest part to me, man. I'm like, I genuinely do love this country. And I would love nothing more than to see it succeed and be such a good, because it can be. Oh my God, we have the money, the power, the people. We have every fucking culture under the sun. Like, what are we doing? We could be so good. It is such wasted potential. Good night, Punch Kid. Texas is not made for snow. Is it true that Dallas still only has one snowplow? Yeah, I'm in Alaska. You can handle it if I have to walk in trench deep snow. Okay, Kenku. That's a little different, all right? We're not all Alaska snow ready, all right? Would I fail No Nut November if I edge but not goon? You might. It might just be what happens. OG Penguin, appreciate the bits. Getting your G2 driver's license. A bit after that, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Exodus are performing a show 5 hours away. Nice. That'll be sick. I'm just spiritually exhausted. That's kind of what I feel. That's why I kind of canceled tonight, Just genuinely, I'm just exhausted from everything, man. Like, I made that video this morning, and then I went to work. It just felt fucked up, It just felt fucked up that it's like all this shit is happening and I still have to go clock in and pretend that I'm a happy boy and that everything's okay and nobody's saying anything. Do you know what is crazy, though? So I met a guy today, right? A disabled veteran, probably like 85 years old. And I was helping him out. I was working with him for a little bit. And he brought it up to me. I was kind of a little nervous. You never know which way that's going to go when that's the age group. But he's like, man, this shit in Minnesota's fucked. And I was like, whoa. And he's like, I was in the Coast Guard for 20 years. I gave life and limb. By the way, he didn't have a leg, right? So when he says gave life and limb, he literally meant it. He's like, I gave life and limb for this fucking country. He's like, I never shot somebody once. He's like, never in my life could I imagine any bullshit like this happening. And it's sad. It's crazy to see that even, W veteran. But that's the thing, right? It's crazy to see that even 80-year-old veterans who, personally, I immediately assumed the opposite of him. Bad on me, right? My implicit bias got the best of me. I was like, the second he said something, I was like, this isn't going to be good. Immediately flipped my mind and made me realize there are still great people all over the place, and it might be some of the people that you don't even think they are. There are tons of good people out here who recognize the absolute utter depravity and bullshit that is going on and do not stand for it. And this man had no leg, and he didn't fucking stand for it. I'm sure vets are pissed at the state. Dude, vets are pissed off. You're telling me vets are pissed off. Seriously, go watch. I can't remember his name. God damn it. I'm going to have to remember who it is. But there is somebody on TikTok who's kind of recently gained a following because of what's going on. And he basically gives it from a vet's point of view. And he's like, if this shit ever happened while I was active duty, it would have been, you would have been immediately discharged. You would have been held in martial. Right, you would have been held in court. You would have been court-martialed. You would have been court-martialed. You would have been dishonorably discharged. Like, it's fucking crazy right now. Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump kind of looked like him. I'm gonna be honest. Did kind of look like him. Here, one second. Did kind of look like him. But again, that's to me, it gave me a little bit of hope because I was like, even this guy who was the antithesis of what I thought was going to be still out here fighting the good fight, So it's tough, man. Does nerdy dudes are the most underrated guys bring back nostalgia? Yeah, of course it does, man. It's funny though. The video started making rounds again, and everyone started calling it cringy. I was like, it is. It's totally cringy as shit, dude. Different shit flew back 3 years ago on TikTok. But I also stand by every word. I stand by it's cringy. I stand by every word. That shit also got me like 50,000 followers in a night. So I stand by every word. It's also done like 50 million views across every platform. I think it's still one of my biggest videos. Yeah, I know that no regular forces can do this stuff. I think that's the part that really gets me, is that these guys are just held to such a loose, I wouldn't even call it a standard. Just held to such a different level, I guess, of shit. Fight the good fight every moment. Exactly. Be a good person. That's really the truth of it. Be a good person. Help people where you can. Understand that everyone's different. Celebrate those differences. Poke fun at each other. Make some jokes. But celebrate those differences. Learn from each other. Indulge in other people's cultures. Learn about them. Learn about their cuisine, their history, their customs. That's what makes people awesome, is getting that world experience and understanding that we're all different, but at the end of the day, we're all the same. You live, you die. You're carbon on a floating rock in the middle of fucking nowhere going 15,000 miles an hour through an empty void that we still don't know what it's made of. Enjoy the ride, right? Why do you have to hate people? That's just what it is. Why can ICE do more than people with real training? I mean, that's the other sad part, right? Is it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to go back to watching Adventure in 2013. Brother, I would genuinely kill just to go back for a week to the summer of 2016. It's funny that everyone always like romanticizes 2016, because 2016 was my I finished up high school, so it was my senior year summer going into college. It was gorgeous. Does ICE even get trained? Yeah, we looked at it. They do 400 hours. It's 400 hours of training. So, here, let me look it up real quick. How much training is required to be an ICE agent? It's a 22-week basic program, but it got restructured recently. Shorter training cycles have recently been implemented for 47 days, 8 weeks, 6 days a week. So, what? 6 times 8, 42? Am I doing math correctly? Nah, that's not right. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. 48. Jesus Christ. Sorry, it's late for me. 48. So 48 days, you're assuming an 8-hour day, you're looking at roughly 350 hours to be an ICE agent. In my state, to be an esthetician, somebody who does like chemical peels and eyebrow threading, it takes 1,400 hours. So yeah, they get training, but it's not good training. What's up, Real Creighton? How are you doing? Good to have you in here. Appreciate the bits. Sorry this isn't if it's your first stream, I really apologize. I promise they're usually more fun and uplifting than this. Police and Army takes 2 to 3 years. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I don't know. I appreciate you guys being cool. I kind of just wanted to come on here and talk. I needed to vent a little bit. I'm sure plenty of people need to vent right now, but I really like the idea of dressing up like Miku and doing dances. I would have crashed the fuck out on stream. Uplifting normally, real when we need to be. There you go. Splinter says it best right there. That is genuinely what it is. Bro, some of the people just spamming certain things in this chat. Just why? For Chopper. For Chopper immediately, just for Chopper. If you had to guess, why do you think Cult of the Lamb got so popular recently? There's a recent DLC. Also, it's a fun game, man. It's a very fun game. The world needs to vent in a beer. Dude, that's what I'm like. It is crazy to me that I genuinely, I've long held this belief, and it's mostly a joke, but still a part of me does have some belief in it. Like, if you just gave most people a blunt in a beer, we could solve world peace in like a week. Like, if every time there was an argument, you were like, all right, no fist fighting. You guys have to talk it out. There's no more shying away. You just have to give each other your opinions and your viewpoints, and you get to have a couple beers and share a blunt. Like, I genuinely think we could solve world peace like that. Like, thank you, Pookrash. Blunt and a pizza, actually. Yeah, give him a pizza. Throw on some, like, Seinfeld in the background. Give a couple beers and be like, all right, you have to talk to each other for, like, just a couple hours. You have to at least give your viewpoints, why you feel like that, and what you think. No yelling, screaming, using profanity or accusations, and you're good to go. Oh, my God. Off topic, but the people that made Before Your Eyes has a new game. Really? Is it just as soul-crushing? What's up, Waffle? How you doing? Yeah, sadly, not the time for Miku. Exactly. I'm not sure tomorrow will be either. I said I would push it back till tomorrow. If we don't do Miku tomorrow, we'll find another horror game. Maybe we'll do Security Breach. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. You know, still do a Five Nights game, a horror game. BB No Money in Miku suit talking politics. Yeah, that was kind of my other thing. I'm like, I feel like we need to have a serious discussion, and dressing up like Miku and doing a bunch of funny dances on Just Dance probably isn't the best way to have that conversation. I could be wrong. Maybe the general consensus is that is the best way to have that conversation. We still have FNAF 6. There's a 6? I guess we still do have FNAF 6 then. We need a real life Arkham. Blunt in a fireside chat with the homies would go so good right now. Dude, I genuinely, I'll be honest with you, man. Some of the happiest times I've ever had in my life are just hanging out with my buds around a campfire. Just talking shit. Just talking life. Like, nothing specific. Just whatever it is. I mean, it's a way to make light of the situation. It is a way to make light of the situation. I feel like it's a little too soon to make light of the situation, though. Yeah, you know, sadly. So it's longer than a mall cop, but way shorter than a police officer. I could easily do 400 in a game I like in a month. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's crazy to me. Like, I have more than 400 hours in each Fallout. I have more than 400 hours in Skyrim. Fuck, I might have more than 400 hours on Marvel Rivals. Like, it's... I did more than 400 hours streaming last year. I've got more than 400 hours worth of short form videos. Like, I'm so done with this country. Don't be done with this country. Be done with the people that are making it shitty. Stay positive and try to make it better. That's the advice I can give right now. And I know it's tough. I'm having a tough time with it too. I want to be angry, dude. I am angry. And I want to just break shit. And you got to stay positive. You got to at least try. You got to realize there are so many good people out there that don't support this bullshit. You got to realize half of the world is currently looking at the U.S. going, please, God, pull out of this fucking death spiral. I mean, it's insane. It's insane to see the support from other people across the globe. I mean, the Korean news is covering Minneapolis. The Korean news. Brother, they're so far away from us. It's like, yeah, they're an ally, but holy shit, the Korean news? You know how bad shit had to get the Korean news over? This isn't BBC. It's not the UK, like, what's up, closest ally? How we doing? You know? Dude, these guys don't even speak English. They're like, what the fuck is happening over there? And Japan, yeah, man, Rage Room date. Man, maybe we'll do a stream in a Rage Room. That sounds nice. Maybe I'll book a stream in a Rage Room. I got to get an IRL backpack. And Japan, yeah, I had a thought. We have a lot of problems that we can solve with just a little money, climate change, e.g., but we're actively spending more money to create more problems. I mean, the problem is it's the way that life is structured is indicative to making more money, not using that money to help things. But that should be where the government counterbalances it and everybody realizes, hey, the government's not a company. They're supposed to spend money to make things better. So, who knows? City boy. Yeah, it's like no training. Yeah, it really isn't. Everything I've seen from other countries is pretty good and supportive. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, everyone's like, Jesus Christ, guys, like, hopefully get it together, Ranger. The U.S. is a rogue Batman with no self-contingency. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, take care. Yeah. The worst part is if Trump gets impeached or kicks the bucket, we still have Vance. I don't think that's the worst part. Like, don't get me wrong, Vance is a shithead. He's just as bad as a fucking idiot. But the thing is, people like Trump. Trump supporters like Trump. They don't really give a fuck about Vance, at least from what I've collected. They like Trump because he is, as much as you don't like the guy, like I said earlier, he's charismatic. He knows how to get his fan base riled up, right? He really does. Like, he knows how to get, instigate and poke the bear. Vance doesn't really have that same charisma. I guess it's the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm a shithead. No worries. Atomics Proxy, welcome to the cold, baby. Bro, what? Where the fuck is his Riz? Just give Vance a sofa. We can have him out of our hair. Exactly. It's weird because we're not all raised the same values. We're not all taught to treat others the way we want to be treated. We're not all taught to be kind and generous and love one another. Why don't people do that? I mean, again, it just depends on where you grew up and what values you grew up with and who you grew up around and what was taught to you, right? What's my favorite anime? Probably One Piece. I mean, there's a lot of great anime, but of all time, probably One Piece. And it's probably a little bit of nostalgia in there. Good to have you in here, Atomics Proxy. Live restricted for some views. Wow, I'm surprised it took that long. Harassment and bullying. Fair enough. If they want to restrict my live for harassment and bullying on TikTok, I mean, just one more reason. It was funny. The last couple of streams, TikTok actually hasn't gotten restricted for me. And then funny enough, the one time I started talking about some real shit, the Democrats' TikTok account is hilarious. I just wish they'd do more, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm obviously very left-leaning, but it's the Democratic Party is just full of a bunch of shitheads that won't. I mean, it's like some of them came out the other week. We're like, ICE just needs more training. It's like, no, we need to get rid of the majority of ICE. Like, pretty much all of it. Like, I get still having some form of enforcement on immigration because you can't just let everyone in willy-nilly. But the current way it's structured needs to get the fuck out of here. Like, I really just want to leave this country. I'm a literal native. I just want to play video games and get a girlfriend. I'm fucking 17. This is fucking disgusting. I hate it. I get it, man. I do get it. Stay positive, dude. You're so young. To all the young people in chat, try to stay positive. You are so young, and there is so much time for you to do good and change the shit that you want to change, that you feel like you need to change. Wait, did I actually get restricted? Give me 1 second. So how are y'all gonna... Give me 1 second. What? I'm still live. What the hell? Oh, it just got restricted, so it's probably just no longer on the For You page or whatever. Have you heard of Call of the Night? No, I haven't. You think Trump will ever actually pay for his crimes? Probably not. He'll be dead before it. That's the truth. He's so old, dude. He's like 84 right now. Like, he'll be dead before it ever gets to the point where he has to. Or he'll be like 90, and at that point, they'll just put him in like a cushy prison. It's still hard to stay positive while being young. I get it. I really do, man. I get it. One time it's real, it was 12 viewers. Yeah, it happens, man. Like I said, TikTok's really bad for live streaming unless you constantly do it and constantly like bring on other people or get a shit ton of gifts or get a shit ton of shares. Like if you're begging for people to like and share, like that's what TikTok runs on. How hasn't he died yet, though? He's in such bad health. Dude, some of the angriest, worst people live the longest. Like, it's just, they're just held together by hate. Thoughts on the files? I mean, it's illegal if they haven't put them out. That's the craziest part. It's just straight up illegal. Can you remind me of who Hegseth is? Pete Hegseth is the head of the Department of War. I believe he was not a ranger. He was like a GI for a couple of years, but never really had a very extensive military background from what I'm aware of, which is why a bunch of like generals do not respect that motherfucker. How have less than 1% been released? How the fuck? Because it's a corrupt government. What do you mean, how the fuck? Like, what do you mean? They're killing civilians in the street. It's a corrupt government. 84, he's 79, but I get your point. Yeah, you get my point. He's 80, right? I mean, shit, he's old. TTS is off at the moment. Yeah, I'm not, no offense, guys. I don't really want TTS on right now. Yeah. Really showed the state of our country. It did, man. Well, let's try to do something a little fun. I got some cards. You guys want to pull? We'll pull a couple and then we'll call it a stream. We'll pull a couple and then we'll call it. Here, give me a second. I'll find my knife. There we go. There we go. I feel like we've talked about this ad nauseum now. Not really much of a point to keep talking about it. You know? I mean, I guess there is, but yeah. Yeah. Essentially every video I've seen from people that are not completely wholesome on the channel, I've said something to the tune of fuck ICE. Yeah, dude, fuck ICE. I mean, that's just, again, that's where we're at. It's like you either do or don't support this at this point. There's no more like, are you impartial to it? It's just straight up, it's fucked. Oh, I forgot about the Riolu card. That's sick. That's a dope promo. I do love me some Riolu. Alrighty, let's see if we can pull anything out of here. You know what I'm saying? Mustard! At least it was something. You hear about police going against ICE? Dude, nobody likes them. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of the Popo either, but, like, talk about making you look even worse. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. People already don't like the police. Now they gotta worry about if it's... I mean, they're putting police lives in danger. Because people now don't trust the police even more. Because you can't tell if they're fucking ICE or not. They arrested some? Good. Dang, a full card art? All right. Hate Lucario, but badass art. You hate Lucario? I mean, he's not my favorite, but I don't mind Lucario. First time I saw you, I thought you were Doug. Yeah, a lot of people do. We look and sound similar. Especially when I have short hair, we look very similar. I wish a Pokemon break wasn't so refreshing. Yeah, man, you're telling me. Seeing a card opening is what I need today. It hasn't been the best. Brother, I think it's been a hard day for everybody. It's been a tough start to the year for everybody, you know? Alrighty. Let's get a little card opening going on. Basic energy. I love me a Bulbasaur. Oopsies. Shroodle. I love me a Shroodle. Energy Switch. Heliolisk. Latios. Badass. Repel. Ninjask. Ooh. Kirlia. Clawitzer. And a back-to-back Clawitzer. One hollow, one regular. One hollow, one reverse, I meant to say. My bad. We'll rip a couple more. Smash energy switch. Smash. Energy switch? Ooh. What do you think about how people with cancer will survive in this America? Dude, I'm concerned for that too. I'm concerned for a lot of shit right now. I mean, it's tough, dude. And the medical field is no fucking joke right now. The shit is out of 1984. It's so bad. It does feel like it, man. It feels like it's a dystopian sci-fi novel, you know? This feels like the shit that you would watch a movie about or read about. It feels like Idiocracy got mixed with iRobot, but rather than the cool AI, we got the shitty one that, like, makes Gooner picks and just gets everybody to fire their workers. Should I watch or read One Piece? That's up to you, man. Reading it's going to be a lot quicker, but watching it is it's an experience. Young Goose, Rare Candy, Eskew, Bayleaf, Tinkerton, Shiftry, Boss's Orders, Pachirisu. Ooh, I think we already have this Houndstone. And the Hariyama on the back. Still love a good full art card. I'm like 90% sure we already pulled this, which is crazy because I haven't pulled a lot of Mega. I've only pulled like a couple packs. Here, wait 1 second. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Let me put the Leafeon back up there. Tight. I like me a Houndstone. That's cool. W full art. Always a W full art. Always a W for that artwork, baby. Here, wait. Let me pull up the card list real quick. I don't think Houndstone's a crazy hit, but I do love me Houndstone. He's just a big old fluffy dog. Bum, 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 bum. A little $3 hit. We love that. Stream is breaking? Is it? Alrighty. Let's rip another. Full art is a full art. You can't be too mad at a full art. Alrighty. What do we got next? You should play a game called Cheese Rolling. Can I bribe you? You can always bribe me. I do enjoy a good bribe. Bunnery. Nummel. I fucking love Nummel. In the OG games, Nummel is so good because he turns into Camerupt. Pyroar. Executor, one of my favorites. Strange Timepiece. Iron Defender. Ooh! Lily's Determination. Full artwork. Meganium. Not bad. Yucky Wucko. Appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you for stealing money from Jeff Bezos. Lily's Determination. Wait, isn't this a big card? I'm pretty sure this is a big hit. Oh, it's a nice little $75 card. Why is it shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards? You have exactly 6 prize cards remaining. Draw 8 cards instead? What? Brother, that's an insane play. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Nice little $75 hit. Well, that pays for the box. Crazy hit out of there, baby. Lily's Determination. I'm not even sure I have any. Uh-oh. Do I have a top loader left? Yeah, she'll get a top loader. This is the last one. I was saving it for something good, baby. Nice little $75 hit. Dude, good hits tonight. Good hits. We're only 3 packs down. I feel like we gotta keep going at this point. Supreme leader with a 3rd grade education, shutting down riots, calling military in on protests and civilians. That's the Romanian dictatorship. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Yep. Yeah, 75. I thought it was. Yeah, it's like the best trainer card you can pull out of the set. Which, I mean, for what it is, that makes sense. Lost one, appreciate the 100 bits. Lucas, can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Wait, I need to read this. Sorry. Yeah, scroll up. There we go. Lucas, can I be honest with you for a minute? I know damn well shit ain't right, but I do want to say at least we got each other, which I know for some ain't much, but at least we got each other. That's a good way to look at it, right? At least there are good, fun people out there that are still doing good stuff and still being good people. Basic Energy, Spearow, Onyx, Snom, Magnemite, Stonejourner, Crawdent, Iron Defender, Thievul, Nincada. Oh, and the Mega Kangaskhan EX. Dude, we're on a fucking... This is like the best box I have ever had in my entire life. That's crazy. Crazy hits. Crazy hits. Nice little EX card, baby. Nice little EX card right there. Wish you could help with the hype train. No need. I appreciate everyone who's willing to give some gifts, but like I said, tonight's going to be a chiller stream. A card opening should not feel this refreshing. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. I needed a detox. I'm happy we got a good hit. That was nice. Alrighty. Basic Energy. Croagunk. Delibird. Spoink. Electrike. Celebi. Volcanion. Lily's Determination. Garganical. Sizzlepede. And Alakazam. Another one of my favorites. Abracadabra and Alakazam, baby. Goated trio. Probably one of my favorite evolutionary lineups. But cheese rolling, it's... I'll write it down so we can do cheese rolling later. I promise we will do cheese rolling at some point. That does actually sound pretty funny. Here, I'll write it down right here. Cheese rolling game. I promise we will do cheese rolling at some point. Alrighty. Heart of the cards, Jan. Heart of the cards. Exactly, Apol. Exactly, Apolly. I've asked 4 people to do a complex thing for me. They said they were well versed in, but when they said they couldn't do it, I gave up. I pulled Thanos and said, fine, I'll do it myself. Nice. Sometimes you gotta just do it yourself. Your fave is Palmont? Solid choice. Low punny for all you freaks out there. Why they gotta make her so thick? Why they gotta do that? They know what they're doing. How do you pronounce it? It's Graffaye, right? Riolu. Vulpix. Solrock. Shuckle. Risky Ruins. Helioptile. Dialga. Oh, and the Mega Venusaur full art. Dude, what is this box? What is this box going on right now? It's the fifth rarest card. We're hitting, brother. Oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. What set is this? It's Mega Evolutions. The newest set, which I've pulled like nothing out of, and now I have some of the best cards in this set. Holy shit. Do I have another top loader? Give me a second. We're going to take one out. We're going to take one out and give it a top loader because that needs a top loader. Oh my God. Wait, I'll show you guys. Give me 1 second. Mega Venusaur EX full art. What a hit. What a crazy hit, man. God, she's pretty. And I do love me some Venusaur. Oh, no, it's not the secret art. Damn it. Wait a minute. Which one is it? All right. It's a little $12 hit. Little $12 hit. Not the $112 hit. Still fucking dope. I love me Venusaur. This is still an insane box. I still have 3 packs. Little $12 hit. I got ahead of myself. It wasn't it's not the crazy one, but it's still a dope Mega Venusaur. And I do love me Venusaur. Can we have some fair background music? Yeah, I can throw in a little. We'll throw on a little lo-fi. We'll throw on a little lo-fi for the day.
We have got to the point where
oh my god, fucking. Where literally anyone can build a fully working app using shitty AI rather than learning how to basic code. By the way, all the apps are going to work and look the exact same, and we have full control over them because you used our shit. Gotta go see you. See you later. There's no laws against Pokemon, Batman. There's no laws. Yeah, I've seen the video. I've been around the internet. Marbles. We're not doing marbles, Choppa. Alrighty. Let's see if we can keep it going. Basic energy. Sobble. Toxicroak. Stuffle. Gimmighoul. Gumshoes. Tinkaton. Shiftry. Boss's Orders. Stuffle. And Lunastone. Or is it? Yeah, Lunatone. My bad. I always want to call it Lunastone because it just looks like it's a big-ass piece of rock. Kind of like Soul Rock. You know, I miss when they used to just name shit what it looked like. Hey, we're just going to make a rock that looks like the sun. What should we call it? Let's call it Sun Rock. Nah, it's too on the nose. How about Soul Rock? Nice. Your opinion on Russian Badger? I like Russian Badger. He's funny. He's a funny dude. Joker, no! Please look up the Joker Lope bunnies. I know the Joker Lope. I'm not going to subject you guys to that. Oh my god. Alrighty. I was doom scrolling earlier, as you do. I saw you talking about loving your country while also criticizing the government. Great to hear that this is the modern day and age of right versus wrong. I mean, that's what it should be. Like, I love America. I feel like a lot of Americans love America. Americans fucking love America. I hate my government. Bunch of inept pieces of shit. And most Americans, I think, would agree with that. Alrighty. Basic energy. Tinkatuff. Seedot. Tyrouge. Snover. Terrible Pokemon. Houndstone. Nice. Magnezone. Acarola's Mischief. Xerneas. Crawdaunt. And Raikou. Maybe we were front-loaded with our... Choppas, quit spamming. Ads help the channel. Yes, love America, big dissatisfied and ask for progress. Exactly. Like, I think that's the most American thing is to not like your government and wish for better. That's what the whole fucking country was founded on. Was founded on fuck the government, we can do better. That's literally the start of the country. I don't know. Call me crazy, but that's where it's at. What's my favorite Pokemon show, series, or movie? Oh, probably the original Pokemon movie with Entei and the Unknown. Dude, that movie, and then Ash turns to stone. Oh, it's so good. And Cyndaquil's a little badass in that. Cyndaquil! That's probably my favorite movie. I can't remember what's it called. It might just be the Pokemon movie. If I remember correctly, it was crazy because I remember we all went to the premiere of it for like my birthday. Oh no, I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh movie for my birthday, not the Pokemon one. Currently watching Pokemon XY, solid. Ash turns to stone in it's the Mewtwo movie. What's the Entei? You're right, it is the Mewtwo movie, he turns to stone. What's the Pokemon movie with Entei? Movie with Entei. The Mewtwo is a great movie too. Pokemon 3, the movie. Spell of the Unknown. That's what it is. Pokemon 3, Spell of the Unknown. Great movie. But the Mewtwo movie's so good too. Because the Mewtwo movie has the Legendary 3, right? It's got Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Can we do a Kahoot? Unwind a little bit? Sadly, no Kahoot tonight. We haven't done a Kahoot in forever. Maybe I'll bring back Kahoot. It seems like a lot of people want to do it. Ultra Ball. Jinx. Onix. Iskew. Strange Timepiece. Celebi. Volcanion. Solrock. See, now that's a Pokemon. Just a fucking Sun Rock. Dialga and Mega Camerupt. I fucking love Camerupt. Camerupt is the man. Crazy hits tonight. Crazy, great hits out of here. Great hits out of here. Jinx, yeah, nah, Jinx is the worst Pokemon. Just straight up a caricature. It's bad. It's actually bad. Alrighty, here were the hits for tonight. We got the Mega Kangaskhan EX. We got the Houndstone Full Art. Beautiful. We got the Mega Camerupt, my fucking boy. Then we got the Mega Venusaur and the Special Illustration Rare. Or no, the Double Rare, not the SIR. And then we got the best trainer card I own, Lily's Determination. W hits, man. Big box. That's probably the best return I've ever had on, like, an ETB. But I love the cards, baby. Lily's Determination is sick, but honestly, if I was going to sell a card, I would sell this and then go buy another Rayquaza card. Also, you guys want to hear something absolutely heartbreaking? I'm pretty sure my Rayquaza card is fake. Yeah. I was playing D&D with some buddies, and one of them was like super into Pokemon cards, and he was like, that might be fake. It's got the wrong holo on it. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I just had another one from the same set that also had the wrong holo on it. He's like, I only say this and I don't want to destroy you, but he's like, I just went through the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's a fake. Oh, had me heartbroken. I'm leaving her up there. Even if she's a dupe, I'm leaving her up there just because I love her. What's a Rayquaza? The best Pokemon ever created. Your favorite trainer is Penny. Good trainer. What's my favorite video game of all time? The Witcher 3. Either that or right there beside me, Fallout New Vegas. I've already said it. If they remastered New Vegas and drop it, that's all I'll stream for like a week straight. No, it's a fake? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a fake. It's supposed to have like a hash mark type of holo, at least behind Rayquaza, and it doesn't. The best Pokemon's Vaporeon. All right, someone needs to look at 7's Up search history. So you might need to get that graded. Which one? Brother, I've got a lot of them. I got a lot that I should probably get graded at some point. Stream tomorrow? Yeah, we are going to still do a stream tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do Miku tomorrow. I know you guys really want it, and I've been pushing it off forever, and I do apologize. And it sucks that now I have all this shit. I still don't want to do it. But I'm thinking maybe next week. I'm not sure if I'm really still in the mood to do Miku tomorrow, you know? You want a Scary Sunday? We can still do Scary Sunday. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is maybe do Scary Sunday, and we'll push Miku to next week. I feel like that's reasonable. Playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time? Brother, enjoy the ride. Holy shit, you're going to be crying here soon. Sadly, not the time for Miku. It just really isn't. Just personally, in my life, in everybody's life, in what's going on, I want to do the funny stuff. I want to do the happy stuff. Time and a place, you know? So, and I appreciate you guys rocking with that. I really do. I appreciate you guys being understanding of that. You didn't like RDR2? Mods, ban my mod. Froppy's still fine. What are you... Brother, she's like 13. Choppa, no. I say that, but aren't you like 15? God damn it. I hate that that's a thing. Oh my god. No, I didn't. Spider's lying. Once again, happy birthday to Splinter. I hope you had a good birthday. I apologize I had to do such a sad and lame stream on your birthday. Love you. Love my mods to death. Nothing but love for you guys. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're going to call it. Sorry, no Miku. I promise we will do it soon. We'll probably run a Five Nights at Freddy's game tomorrow. I love you all. How dare I say that? I didn't say it. Spider is lying to you, Crafting Punk. I never said that. You are not going to call it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. We'll do cheese soon, Yucky. We'll do cheese soon. We'll do cheese rolling. Maybe we'll do cheese rolling tomorrow. We'll start with cheese rolling tomorrow, and then we'll do Five Nights at Freddy's, because the cheese rolling does sound really funny. I quit. No, you don't. Get back in here. You know I love you. All right. You should go bald. Not happening. All right. I love you all. I will catch you tomorrow for Scary Sundays. I will work on the stream schedule early for next week. I will try to do a Kahoot game. We'll try to do Miku. We'll try to do a bunch of good stuff. I love you all. Good night. Tomorrow is cheese rolling